Let's talk 10 ways to make your relationship last, part 2. This is coming from a girl who's been in a relationship for 6 years without breaking up. Number 1, establish the same values. Your values and morals need to be aligned when you're in a relationship because that's how you build a future together. Number 2, never view your partner as the enemy. You guys are a team and the conflict is the problem. Number 3, have open communication with everything. When you start to hold back and hold things in, it's going to start to build resentment for the other person. Number 4, don't spend all your time texting your partner. If you spend all day texting your partner, there's going to be nothing to talk about when you're finally together, and in-person communication is the most important communication. Number 5, this one's going to be kind of controversial, but don't let yourself go. Even though we expect our partner to love us through any stages of what we look like, it's so important to actually actively take care of yourself and focus on your health. Number 6, prioritize having fun together. Not everything should be so serious all the time. Let loose, have some fun with your partner. Number 7, fight respectfully. Don't scream, don't call each other names. You guys should be respectful people in a mutual disagreement. Number 8, make time to genuinely talk and have conversations. When careers and responsibilities get in the way, it's literally so easy to forget to make time to actually talk to each other. Number 9, don't take things out on your partner. Since you're always with your partner, it's so easy to take things out on them. Just try to take a deep breath and not project onto your partner. And number 10, offer solutions instead of criticism. When you guys are in an argument, it's so unproductive to just be pointing fingers, calling each other names, and criticizing each other when you could just be thinking of productive solutions. Finishing up the lashes and lips. And this is the final makeup look. Let's talk about 10 ways to get a boyfriend. Number 1, don't exude desperate energy. When you're out, men can literally sense when a girl is desperate and like searching for male attention. A lot of my friends say when I went out in a relationship, so many more people would approach me and hit on me versus now that I'm single. This is because when you were in a relationship, you weren't exuding any sort of desperate energy. You were just kind of there vibing with yourself. Number 2 is hygiene, which is so important. Shower regularly, brush your teeth 2 times a day, and find a scent that is like your signature scent. No matter how hot you are, the automatic ick for literally anyone is like bad breath or bad like body odor. Number 3, put yourself in places that you would want to find a boyfriend. For example, a lot of girls who go to nightclubs a lot will complain about only like asshole nightclub guys hitting on them. Well, that's because you're at a nightclub, babe. You want an artistic man? Go to some art galleries. You want a musician? Go to smaller low-key concerts. You know, place yourself where you want to be. Number 4, make strong eye contact. Eye contact when having a conversation is so important and it just gives off confidence and sexy energy. Number 5, don't play games or else you're gonna get a man that plays games. Number 6, don't comply to late night booty calls. Unless, of course, you want to. If you're only pulling up in the middle of the night because you think that's gonna get you wifed up, I promise you they're doing it because they're thinking. Number 7, focus on being the best possible version of yourself. There is nothing more attractive to a man than a woman who's confident in her skin, who has worked on herself, and who pretty much doesn't give a fuck because she knows that she's a boss bitch. Number 8 is communication. You can't be afraid to communicate what you want. If you want to be exclusive, tell him you want to be exclusive. Number 9, showing more skin does not mean you look hotter. Wear whatever you want, and trust me, I wear the most like revealing shit ever sometimes when I go out, but dressing a little bit more modestly or for your body type can like make a huge difference. For example, wearing like slacks and a bodysuit instead of booty shorts and a crop top out can like be a game changer. Psychologically, men will just see you more as like wifey material. And number 10 is stop actively searching for a boyfriend. Things have a way of coming into your life when you stop thinking about it and start focusing on yourself. And this is the fun. Let's talk about why you shouldn't settle for a man that follows a bunch of random Instagram models. I also think this applies to following other random girls that don't follow him back, whether they're famous or not. If anything, that's even more suspicious because they're more obtainable. Okay, first let's talk about why men do this. Why do they follow these random Instagram girls? First off, men are very visual beings. They love to look at stuff. The main thing is that we were raised in a generation where corn is being publicized everywhere. It's extremely normalized. These guys grow up pleasuring themselves to unobtainably sexualized women. Then once they go on social media, they go and follow these girls that post a version of soft corn in order to get little bits and pieces of that throughout the day. I think it also has something to do with them being insecure and wanting validation from their friends. It's cool to follow these big Instagram models and corn stars. It also just comes back to them being visual people and being horny all the time and wanting to see random ass pics. I think it's inappropriate for my partner to be following these girls because not only is it severely disrespectful, it's embarrassing because it's public to everyone, and it also is subconsciously being implemented into their mind and comparing that that's a normal body standard. At the end of the day, they're following these girls for one thing and one thing only, because they're hot. By following those women, they are fans of their work and their appearance. I refuse to date a man that is straight up a fan of another woman for their hotness. No. If you just started dating a man that follows a bunch of these girls on Instagram, it's obviously not a green flag. However, I don't think you have to run immediately just yet. When it comes to my boundaries, I have like a one-time rule where I think it's okay to address the situation once. So let's say you just found out that your boyfriend follows all these girls. What you can do is bring it to his attention one time. All you need to say is, hey babe, I don't feel comfortable with you following these girls on Instagram. He should have zero problem going on his phone right in that instant and unfollowing all those girls. The number one excuse is probably going to be like, it's just Instagram, it's not that deep. Well, babe, if it's not that deep, then you should have no problem deleting those girls off your following. If you bring this to his attention and he doesn't respect your boundaries, leave him. He is basically saying that he cares more about browsing these Instagram models than about respecting your boundaries. There's like no reasoning for why he wouldn't be able to unfollow them. It doesn't make any sense. It's the same thing even with a non-famous Instagram model. If he follows them and they don't follow him back, he is a fan and it's fucking embarrassing. Do not settle for these random men that do not respect your boundaries. There are so many other men that would. And this is the final makeup look. Let's talk about why you shouldn't be the chill girlfriend. For those of you that don't know, the chill girlfriend is somebody that is super go with the flow, down for her boyfriend to do whatever, anything goes. They don't set boundaries within their relationship because they want to be viewed as the ideal girlfriend. Disclaimer, I'm very aware that actual chill girlfriends do exist. So if you actually don't care what your partner does and anything goes, this video does not apply to you. All power to you though. This is for the phony chill girlfriends who act super chill and like they don't care, but deep down they do. So to be completely blunt, this all stems from a place of insecurity. You don't see the value that you're bringing to your relationship, so you want to be viewed as a super cool chill girlfriend, so your boyfriend wants to stay with you. It's all about your image and how you want to be perceived, and you want to be perceived as the girlfriend that is down for whatever, rather than actually communicating and setting boundaries within your relationship. Although this tactic may seem to be working now, this is the most temporary shit ever. If you truly plan on long-term being with this person, you are gonna lose your absolute mind if you hold back everything to be chill. This causes so much resentment in your relationship because you're not gonna feel comfortable calling your boyfriend out on things once you are already seen as the chill girl. And guess what? One day that resentment is literally gonna make you explode and you guys are gonna have the biggest fight of your lives. And if you deeply need the male validation, I'm telling you, boyfriends respect a woman that puts them in their place and that has standards. Setting your boundaries all come down to your communication skills. You should be discussing both what you and your partner are comfortable with to come to mutual boundaries. Don't get setting boundaries mixed up with being controlling. You can't just tell your partner what he can or can't do, but you can sit down and have a mature conversation with your partner about what both of you guys are comfortable with. What I've learned over the years is that it is so important to be secure with who you are and confident when you're in a relationship because it backlashes onto everything. When you truly know your self-worth, you know what you bring to the table, and you would never settle for somebody that doesn't respect your boundaries. Anyways, let me finish up the look real quick. So this is the final makeup look. Love you guys so much. Don't be the chill girl no more.